Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly, back to do another quick video here. VC cheer everyone out there. Back to do the next album of the week installment. Second week or third week of May. I can't remember which one this is, but the next one. This week, again, I tried to think about picking something different that I've been listening to for the week. I've been playing a lot of Maiden this week. What else? A lot of Boris, of course, as I saw them last week in concert. And so I tried to pick maybe one thing I listened to this week that was maybe a little bit different, you know. So what I came up with is what you're playing in the background. So album of the week this week is Ladysmith Black Mambazo, and the name of the album is Shaka Zulu. Definitely my favorite album by them. So there's kind of the cover, and that's the spelling of their name in case you're curious. And there's kind of a quick snapshot of the band there. So, definitely, probably one of my top 3 favorite African artists. The other two being Victor Uwaifo and Sam Magwana. Those are definitely my top 3. That's including Blacksmith here, Lady Blacksmith. And, you know, it's one of the things I've always felt I've been pretty blessed with is, well, maybe let me put it like this. I think especially in this country, you know, we still have all these issues, or people are always making issues about, you know, racism and black and white and all this other stuff, and you know, people holding me back because of this and that and blah blah blah. And I'm just one that I don't get sucked into that stuff. And I'm kind of connecting this to the album itself too, but I don't get sucked into that stuff. And what I mean by that is, not that I don't believe that, you know, like racism still exists and that type of thing. Of course it does. But something that I believe stronger than that is racism cannot stop any man or woman from doing or accomplishing or having anything they want to have, at least in this country. I'm a firm believer of that. You can deal with it. It can come against you. You can, you know, have it out there, but it's not stronger than my ability to do what I want to do and what I want to achieve. And so I'm kind of getting into that. So like I said, I don't get locked into all of that. Things happen to you because of that. No, I'm sorry. My mind will never accept that, which is why racism will never control any aspect of my life in any way, shape, or form. Or some people, it just seems like it overwhelms their life because they see it in everything and have to deal with it and everything. And that's just not me. And a big piece of that is because of, number one, the fact that I was blessed and fortunate enough to where my dad was originally from Africa, a small country named Malawi, Africa. And I've always felt that one of the strongest ways to combat all that stupid stuff I was just talking about is knowing where you come from. You know, knowing where you came from, knowing what those before you had to do to get you where you are, knowing what the ones before them had to do to even get them to that step. So by having such a direct connection to my family and my heritage and kind of where I actually came from, you know, at least clearly have my bloodline directly back to the motherland, and being able to go back and actually, you know, stand and visit the actual village where generations of my family came from. I mean, village, you know, clay walls, grass huts, nearest phone 19 miles away. I mean, kind of the whole nine. But to me, there's a power in knowing your heritage, wherever you might be from. You know, black, Irish, you know, South American, just kind of like whatever. You know, when you know where you came from and you see what others had to do before you to get you to where you are, it really kind of beats into your mind and helps you understand someone might not like you, but who cares? They can't control you. Look at what people before you have accomplished against much more adversity. And so again, I kind of go into all of that because that's what this album makes me think of and makes me feel. It's kind of that power when I listen to it of, you know, I can do everything, I can do anything, and I don't have to sit around and complain what someone else is or is not doing towards me, for me, or whatever else, because it really does represent that heritage for me. Even though I believe Ladysmith is more South African in terms of where they originally came from, I believe, but still, even in Malawi, where my dad's from, it's still kind of a, you know, strong representation with that country, if you will. But anyway, kind of even getting away from what the album does for me as much as the music itself. As you can kind of hear, a cappella group, they use no instruments whatsoever. I actually surprised my mom and dad one time and took them to a concert to see them, which was great. I mean, you just got like 9 or 10 guys on stage just making some of the most beautiful music you ever heard. Now, a lot of you probably also say you've never heard them before, when in all actuality you have, if you have heard this album, which is Paul Simon's Graceland, which I'm sure a majority of you have. Well, all that nice, you know, African harmony, vocals in the backgrounds of songs like Diamonds on the Soles of His Shoes or Homeless and all of that, that was all Ladysmith Black Mambazo that was doing all that background singing for Paul Simon on Graceland. So a lot of you probably know them through Paul and don't necessarily know it. Or if you remember a number of years ago, Lifesavers had that commercial campaign where they used that song Rain, Rain, Beautiful Rain. And again, for those of you that are probably in your 30s, maybe even younger than that, I'm sure you were watching TV when that took place. Well, that was Ladysmith Black Mambazo as well. So if you look up that song, you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So, you know, they kind of been out there. It's just, again, most people know them more by their background work on here as opposed to a lot of their own personal work. Favorite songs on here? Rain, Rain, Beautiful Rain is definitely a good one. But then the other two, Hello My Baby is probably definitely my second favorite song on here. And my favorite song is the first track on side 1, which is New York. I can never say it right the first time. You Know My Temba. I can never get that to roll off my tongue right. Kind of like Thelonious Monk. I actually almost said it right the first time, but usually I stumble on both of those before I say it right. But that's definitely my favorite track off this album here. So again, if you like kind of, you know, little world music and just some great harmonizing, you know, great voices, really good stuff. And by far, I think this is their best album. So I'll finish the video off by doing a little needle drop of my favorite song. And as always, let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you soon. So let me, again, since I don't have the fancy editing software, I'm just going to move you a little closer to the speaker without dropping you, so it'll come through a little better. Oops. Oh, I dropped the camera, but not you. Alright, VC, we'll just give you a little needle drop.
When